Oh my gosh, my mind was completely blown when I realized I have been manifesting all this time. And wait a minute. I was super shocked because I was like, I'm not going to talk about this subject because I see everybody is talking about manifestation. And it really made me feel like people hadn't done the research. They hadn't really dabbled into what manifestation is and the history behind it, etc., which is really your words. Your words have power. If you go back to the beginning of time, your words have power. That's pretty much what manifestation is. And depending on how you perceive it, like you are casting spells all day, every day, with your thoughts, with your minds, and where you are most focusing your energy. Hear me out. I know it's scary to find out. I've been casting spells. It almost makes you feel like you've been doing something demonic, and it's not. Like, literally think of spelling words, spelling bee. Like, they call it spelling for a reason. You cast spells. It's so obvious, but not obvious, like, if you think about it. So yes, guys, we have been manifesting, aka casting spells, using words, every day of our lives. So if you have not been watching your mouth, after watching this video, I think you will. Manifestation. So, guys, I had to really dig deep to figure out what have I been manifesting. I had to really look at my life as if I was an observer, right? I had to be the observer of my life to see what have I been talking about or what have I been complaining about over and over and over again. How am I feeling? Like, truly reassessing and being aware so I can fix it, right? So, for example, I talk about homelessness a lot because I have battled with homelessness. So I am going to use this as a great example so you can see what I mean. So not too long ago, long enough, but not too long ago, I was homeless, right? Like, I was in a home and it seemed like everything, this is before I was homeless, leading up to my homelessness. It seemed like everything was, this was just not my season. Like, everything was happening to me and I don't know, but I went through a cheating thing, this guy having a baby on me, to, losing my car, then, losing another car, to getting into an accident, to then losing my house, even after losing my car, losing employment, losing all of my savings. So by that time, I had no money. I put it into my rent, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm homeless, right? So it gets better. Believe me, it gets better. Not only am I homeless, but now I have to be separate from my kids because where I am going, I just can't take them with me. So I have to separate. Like, me and dad, we have to talk, we have to connect, we have to figure out a way for them to, work in between us, for us to co-parent during this time. Well, during this time of me being without my home, I was manifesting, not knowing I'm manifesting, but I became so desperate where I started to say, like, I really just got to get out of here. Now, mind you, COVID hit. This is in the middle of COVID, okay? And this is in the middle of COVID, and now I really got to move because it's crazy. People are in fear. They're in panic, blah, blah, blah. And I just need to be in my own space. I really need to figure this out. And I started to speak, right? I started to speak complaining because I would be frustrated. I would be at my wit's end because I'm trying to find a home for myself and my family. And I can't find one, right? It's so many things going on in America, around the world. And, people aren't renting. They're not nothing. So I'm like, you know what, God, please, like, hear my voice. This is what I need. It has to be at least 1,200 square feet because I can't do anything like that. And mind you, I did not want to move into another home that was 3 bedrooms with only 1,200 square feet. Like, I really did not. That's pretty kind of small for me, and I needed more space. I had already given up my idea on a garage. I needed that garage because I have a gym, right? And it was like, okay, don't worry about it. I'll just pay extra for storage. So I didn't even include that. I'm telling him, like, I'm just going to settle for this. And I was like, but I have to have 2 bathrooms because, I mean, I can't have a house of all of us in here and we only have 1 bathroom. Like, that'll be hell. So I stuck to, I need 2 bathrooms and at least 1,200 square feet, and I need some good schools, period. Like, very simple. And God did that. Like, okay, cool. That's what you want? Cool. I'm going to give you that. Literally. So once I got into there, and I was like, it was like getting your first apartment all over again. I was ecstatic. I was happy. I was so thankful because my family is back in our own space, right? Now, 6 months later, 7 months later, I'm stacking again. Life is working out. Like, I am in my season. Business is picking up. Also, I'm working to where I don't have to work anymore because my business is taking off. Like, everything was happening back to back. So something told me one day, like, get into this meditating. Like, what was your mother doing a long time ago, right? So this is how I got into the manifestation. Stay with me. And I started looking up things, right? And researching. This was back in 2022, the end of 2022. The reason I'm just not bringing this to you because unlike other people, like, I really like to research. I really like to read books. So I have read a ton of books. I've done so much research so I can make sure that when I come to my audience, to my community, I know what I'm talking about. But with all that said and done, I started to look for other places, not realizing I'm looking for other places because I'm cramped, right? I have a closet, like just a normal closet. You open a door and it was so tiny and I kept getting frustrated. Like, there's no way I can do this. This is like, my bathroom was so cramped. It was just, the space was too tight for me. And I was starting to feel overwhelmed, cramped, all of these ugly feelings. And I started to go through looking through the ads, looking for a place to move. And where I am now, I had always wanted to move, right? I have been looking at it for years, but I kept telling myself a long time ago, like, I would never move there. I could not afford to move there. Like, alone, just the rent starts at $2,000. Like, I continued to tell myself that I couldn't move there, but something about this time was different, right? It was different. And I kept saying, I'm going to make what I need to make so I can move here. I'm going to have the funds to move here. This is Blue Ribbon Schools. So many desirable things that I needed in this area. And it was a whole status upgrade and everything, like the space, everything. It was really going to put me in a game. But how do I do it? How do I get there? How do I adapt the mindset that this is something I can achieve? Let me tell you. So first things first, what is manifestation? Manifestation is pretty much a display or a belief that something is real. It is believing in the unseen, right? Having faith. So I needed to figure out what I needed to do to get here instead of saying, this is out of my league, this is impossible, they're overcharging, this is insane, I can't believe people would pay that much to live there. I literally had all these conversations before. Like, I can't believe someone would pay that amount to live there. They are insane. Why are they keeping it just for a certain amount of people? Like, I went through every aspect of negativity you could think of. But something was different about this time. And I'm so glad that it was different. My mindset had changed and I didn't even know it. My mindset had swiveled. And what a blessing, because here I am, right? In a home that is almost 3,000 square feet. So, honey, I couldn't even, I was doing it to myself. So, I started looking and I was like, you know what? I make enough money to stay here. I am really making the money to stay here. But now I gotta find a place, right? So I had to come to a decision. First of all, just because you make something to stay there all your life, you've had a mindset that has told you to do the bare minimum or to accept the bare minimum. I definitely had a mindset where the bare minimum was completely okay because I have been that child who has been without more times than I have had. So I was cool with the bare minimum. It was like humility to me. Like, just humble yourself, take, get what you can, whatever. I was also the girl who was told to, don't ask God for money. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't only call on him when you really need him. Have a relationship with him, but don't ask him for things. Crazy. Like, first of all, why would we ever think not to ask our creator for the things that we need? It's preposterous. It's absurd. Like, why was I going through life not telling and communicating with God with what it is that I need, what it is that I want, what it is I desire? He's the one who said, you have more than enough. There's more than enough. The resources is out here. I have put it in the universe and everyone can have it. Abundant. I want you to be rich. So how do I get it? Where is it at? Where is it at? So I just got comfortable with not asking, only talking to God when I had emergencies, only, you know what I'm saying? Like praising, worship, like I'll do, but I'm not going to ask you for anything. No, for some reason, I just started to have a different relationship with the creator. I started to say, like, you know what? I know you want me to have this because it's on my mind, and it's on my mind heavy. It's in my heart, right? So I know this is somewhere I should be. I know you want the very best for these children. I know these things. So how are we going to make this happen? And you guys, it got to the point where, okay, now I'm flipping through ads. My lease is about to be up in a few months, right? So I was like, well, let me try it. If I've been manifesting all along, let me try a little something. So I had my mind set on a number, right? Had my mind set on a number. I came back from Costa Rica and I was like, you know what? If this is supposed to be, God is going to send me this amount of money in due time, and I'm going to let it go. He's going to send me this amount of money, and we'll be able to move because I need this extra money for the extra appliances that I have to purchase when I get in this new home, because I want a laundry room. I want this. I want that. Like, I want it all, right? I don't want just a garage anymore. I've already done that. I want a double garage. I don't want just just a kitchen. I want a walk-in kitchen. I want the silver refrigerator with the ice maker and the water mix. I want all that. I want all the bells and whistles. And I'm not playing with you guys. I literally wanted all of that. I took it so far to a belief where I was like, I want tile floor. I also want tile floor. Like, I don't want carpet anywhere. Like, I'll settle for a carpet in one room if I have to, but I really don't want carpet. I want tile and wood floor. Guys, I literally got exactly what I manifested. I literally got exactly what I manifested. And that's all due to belief. Like, for some reason, I had a sense of belief, like, this is mine. This is mine. I'm going to get it. And I had faith that he was going to do it. I had faith that my creator this was time. It was so easy. It was effortless the way it was brought to me, effortless. Like at first I was, a little panicky because I wasn't finding a place, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, like everything is taken, or they only have townhomes. I don't want a townhome. Like I really wanted to go I wanted my home. I wanted what I wanted. And I was determined to get it. Determination, perseverance, and faith. Guys, when I say unwavering faith, that means no doubt. There was no doubt in my heart that I was not going to get what I wanted, right? He did better than that. God blew my mind. And to know all through life, I have been doing this with cars. I would say, it doesn't matter. I'll take any car as long as it gets me from A to B and I don't have no mechanic. And you know what? God sure delivered on that. He was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Cool. I'm going to get you, this car is going to get you from A to B. But you're not going to have any power windows. You're not going to have heat. Your air may be spotty. It may work sometimes. It may not. But it's going to get you from A to B. Like I literally started to realize the things that I actually put the most emotion into, the most feeling, the most thought, they manifested in my life. The things that I complained and I was very passionate about manifested in my life every single time. Thinking about this guy cheating on me, possibly having another baby, it literally manifested in my life. Those anxieties literally came true in my life. So what if I decided to set my heart on new things, positive things only, right? What if I decided to purposely only think about what the good things God wants me to have, the abundance, the prosperity, the increase in my territory? Like what if? And he is showing up and he is showing out. And guys, again, we're going to continue to dive into this subject, but this just brings me to you casting spells. You have to be so conscious about what it is you're thinking, so conscious about what it is you're speaking. And I know it's gonna take some time, right? Because you gotta deprogram, you gotta recondition yourself, but don't give up. Don't give up. Until next time, I'm so excited. We are definitely going to continue to talk about this subject. Let me know how you are feeling. Let me know if you want me to do a house tour, because I actually did a video of my last home, which was like 1,234 square feet, compared to this home, which is, oh goodness, 2,200 square feet. So, I mean, I think it's 22 or 27. I can't remember. But guys, like I am on fire because I have manifested so many other things in between, and I'm just ready to show you how to do it. So yeah, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you want to see my home, if you want to know about some other things that I have manifested and I had to go back, ask for forgiveness, regroup, change my mindset, and get it right. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you. My fault, guys. I had to stop that video and get my workout in. You know how I am about these gains. And another thing, next workout or next video is going to include a workout. I promise. I have had it on my phone for the past week. I hadn't had time to edit because I was really pushed and I just felt nudged to do this video. Again, subscribe and comment. Let me know after this video whether you had a moment to sit down and really reassess your life and analyze the things that you have been talking about and that you have manifested, that you have really created in your life, and how to get a head start on shifting that, because you can immediately. And I'm going to start talking about this and adding this into my subjects because it's very important since we do it every day. Um, and yeah, we'll talk about it here along with, of course, health and fitness. But I really want to bring you along on this journey as I continue to manifest things big and small before I start, adding a ticket to this stuff. You know what I mean? So, anyway, thank you for allowing me to share, stopping by, and I'll see you next time.